Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I took you guys to my porch and I'm just gonna have a little sit down chit chat video with you guys today. I'm gonna talk to you guys about just stuff fragrance wise, personal wise. I haven't done a chit chatty video in a little bit and I thought let's just kind of sit down and talk. So let's get into it. Firstly, thanks everyone. I've been trying to do more uploads the past few weeks and you guys seem to really be liking it, so thank you, I appreciate it. Before, in the past, I was doing videos Monday through Friday, and then starting last year, in January of last year, so it's been about a year and a half, it's been really hard for me to do that schedule, that upload, and I've been trying desperately to get up to doing it again. I've just set up we set up, took one of the spare bedrooms in the house. If you guys didn't know, I moved about a year ago into a new house. I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, now I live in Gainesville. And we moved into a house that had a lot of spare bedrooms, which was really nice. So I was able to take one of the spare bedrooms and turn that into a filming studio. So we're setting up the lights and we're setting up the background. We've done a few tests shoots, so very soon I will actually, and I know I've been saying this since the beginning of my channel, which has been like years at this point, I'm gonna have a proper like professional looking setup. So it'll be probably take a few videos, a few weeks to get used to the editing and used to the sound and light balance, so it's gonna look a little awkward for a bit, but I'm really very excited because I've been wanting to do this. I've had the equipment for a year. I am a procrastinator. I've had the equipment for years. So finally being able to actually do that is cool, and then I'm gonna work on being a little bit more professional with my editing as well. So that's something that I'm working towards channel-wise that you'll see. I don't know when I'll roll that out, probably in the next few weeks, but yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. I'm very distracted too. There's a lot of like squirrels and birds kind of going around and like bugs. So looking around, it's because things are distracting in general with COVID, with being self-quarantined. For me, it's been particularly good and bad. I kind of talked about this before in another video. I'm an introvert. Like if you've ever met me in person, if I'm at work, I can kind of turn it off when I'm at work, and I work in retail. But the second I'm not at work, I'm like, I have to be in like my hole. Like I always say, I dig a hole in the ground and I just bury myself in the hole and I cover myself with leaves and I'm happy. If you've ever been, if you've ever seen me, I haven't done many events, but some of you guys have come out to some events. I am always like by myself in the corner and that's how I just naturally am. I like to be behind the scenes, and that's one of the things with YouTube has always been kind of weird when people find out, like people that know me personally, that I do YouTube, they're like, you put your face on camera? Like you don't even leave your house. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, so this whole COVID thing and the quarantine, our state reopened, my job where I work has slowly been reopening. I haven't been able to go back to work because I've been having some gastrointestinal issues, so I've still been stuck at home, and I can maybe go out like on rare occasions for like an hour to like go grocery shopping or like to run an errand, but for the most part, like it's not good for me to stay home because my immune system's all like jacked up, and just also in general, like if I get sick out, it's just not fun. So I've been, oh, there's a big woodpecker. Oh, there's two woodpeckers. Hold on, see if I can show it to you guys. See him? Like I said, distracted. So one thing, a little off topic, one thing about where I live now is I live on, I wouldn't say a large plot of land, it's about an acre and a half. Before where we lived, there was a lot of cats, indoor and outdoor, and also a lot of, you know, like raccoons, and we had some foxes and birds, but since there was a lot of outdoor cats, there wasn't a lot of birds. I am so like enthralled. So in my yard, I have gophers and moles, and a lot of people are like, those are pests, get rid of them, and I'm just so like no, like I get really excited when I see like little gopher holes or little mole holes. I get really into it. I'm like, oh, that's so adorable. And just the birds. So these like woodpeckers are like, they're like huge. and I'll have to see if I still have the video, but we have like a stump in our front yard, and we came home and it was like sitting there like going to town. So if I have the video, I'll put it in here, but if I don't, I'm sorry. But I get really distracted by all the birds, and we have these huge, like before we had grackles and like ravens, but there's like these giant blackbirds that are like this big, and they scream at you, and I'm just enthralled. And also where I live, it's kind of farmy, so there's a horse kitty corner for me. Like if I actually walk out to my front driveway and I look kind of like at an angle, I can see the horse, which is awesome. And sometimes you hear him whinny in the morning, and that's really amusing to me. And then the other kitty corner, they have chickens and geese, and lots of like animals. And then people in my neighborhood, they have horses and they have cows. But it's still a nice neighborhood. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say that it's not a nice neighborhood to have those, but it's weird for me to like live in a neighborhood, because when I think of stuff like that, I think of like farms, and these animals are kind of like domestic farm animals. Like it's like maybe like 2 alpacas, or like 1 horse, or like a family cow. So it's like a little herd of chickens or something. Like it's very interesting to me. It's been very, being self-isolated here has been a lot better than it would have been at home. The old home I used to live at, even though that place was beautiful and idealistic, it feels more open here, which is nice because I don't go out much. So it's been really just nice. It's been really nice just to be able to kind of like sit out here, drink some tea or some coffee, watch YouTube videos, plan out other videos, and just kind of like relax. I'm not sure if I'm going to be when I'm going to be going back to work, or if I'm going to be able to going back to work. I'm hoping I will be able to go back to work, but I'm hoping I'm not going to be forced to quit based on my health. I've talked about this before briefly. I have IBD. It's inflammatory bowel disease. My doctors aren't sure if it's ulcerative colitis, if it's Crohn's. All signs and symptoms point to ulcerative colitis. And past doctors have said it's ulcerative colitis, but new doctors have been looking at things and they're like unsure. They think maybe it might be Crohn's. Super fun, by the way, let me tell you. Oh, no. So it's isolating. It's not scary. It's just annoying. It's painful. It's super fun. And so if I'm not able to go back to work because of it, I'm going to be focusing way more on YouTube. So, I mean, that's a good thing. But it'll also give me time to kind of reflect and figuring out what I want to do to kind of see what I want to do with YouTube more. Like, not with YouTube, but fragrance-wise. So I have been kind of thinking about starting a second channel, just because it's not going to be fragrance or beauty related. It would just be kind of like a channel where I read funny things on the internet, because I actually really like videos like that, and just adding commentary to that. And I just thought it might be fun, like a little kind of, I'm getting really distracted by the squirrel, guys. I'm like a goldfish. I'm just like, I'm very sorry. I know you guys don't like it when I don't look at the camera. Just because I like videos like that, I thought it would be fun and different, and it would help me practice my editing in regards to like the audio editing and like kind of being better with my voice. So I've been thinking about doing that. So if you guys are interested to know if I do that or when, I'll let you know. But it's not going to be something that I'm like promoting on this channel. It's going to be separate. I might not even like let anyone know that I do it. So let's talk about YouTube. Let's talk about, one thing I wanted to talk about is the community the past year, what I've seen in it, and things that I want to keep this positive and the positivity I've seen. So I've seen this past year so many new channels, specifically women coming into this community and killing it. And I get so excited. So I've been doing YouTube for like 3-4 years now, for a while. And I just hit, 10,000 subscribers. I think I just hit 11,000 subscribers, which is way more than I ever thought I'd get or deserve. But my channel grows at a pretty, steady, slow pace, and that's fine. The type of videos I do, the type of editing I do, everything like that, like I know that that's my pace that I grow at. And for me, YouTube has never been about numbers. It's just been about bringing myself as an outlet for me to kind of bring myself out there and talk about something that I love. Being an introvert, being able to do that is really good. Let's see if I can bring this closer. Hi. So for me, I've never looked at numbers and thought, oh no, this person's beating me. Oh no, this person's not. But I also have a huge respect for people that are so ambitious with this channel, with channels and with YouTube, specifically like women. Like, it's really hard in this community, I think, for women to put themselves into this community, interject themselves into this community, and actually like get noticed. And I don't mean that in any sexist way. I'm not saying that this community is overtly sexist, that this community is overtly like they hate women. I kind of talked about it briefly. I see that the type of videos that garner a lot of attention and a lot of, I wouldn't say instant success because the people still work for it, but where you grow at a faster pace, those are the types of channels, and that's the type of content I see more men doing than women. And what I've noticed is a lot of these new women subscribers who've been doing it for like 8 months, 9 months, like a year, they're really kind of finding their niche or their niche, where they fit into the community and where women reviewers fit into the community. And it's been just incredible to see how fast some of these channels are blowing up. And it's not that they're catering to men or women. It's like they found, like how a lot of the guys in the community have found their reviewing style, their editing style, their voice in the community. And it's really grabbing subscribers and bringing people to their channel and retaining it and really having good engagement. I think it's really exciting to see a lot of female reviewers come out of the woodwork and actually create these amazingly successful channels. I mean, some of these people have 20, 30,000 subscribers already, and they've been doing it less than a year, and I'm so thrilled to see that. Now, that's not my channel. That's not my growth, so I don't have an issue with that. However, I'm one of those people, I feel like I'm kind of like the stage grandma. I love to see like my babies performing and thriving. And even though I had nothing to do with these girls coming and these women coming and creating these channels, I had nothing to do with it. I've always felt very proud of this community on YouTube and very much a part of it, even though I'm very separate from it. Like I've separated, especially the past year, I've kind of separated myself from most people and most channels, not in any negative way. It's just because of my father, because of my illness, because of the move, because of everything, I've just really needed to focus on myself. So I haven't been working on those opportunities. I haven't been engaging with other reviewers. I haven't been doing my collabs or anything like that. I just haven't had the effort or the heart to do it just because I've been trying to focus on healing. And so it's been so rewarding to see these men and women, and especially the ladies, for me specifically, just be so like killing it, like coming and doing it their own way, reviewing what they want to review, editing it how they want to reviewing, and getting themselves out there and actually creating names for themselves and just thriving and being positive and just being so successful. It's amazing. And that's what I want to see from the YouTube community. Men and women, I want to see people out there creating their own content, really carving their own path, but also using a foundation that was laid out before them, like the OGs, and for women specifically, Katie. You know, seeing these people going out there and just really making a name, like staking a claim in this community and saying, I belong here, this is my content, and seeing people react positively to it and come and support them, and I just think it's so awesome. So if any of you lady reviewers are out there watching this video, probably not, but any of you guys are, you all inspire me so much, the people who have been doing it longer than me and the people who have just started doing it. Like, anybody in this community that's willing to put themselves out there and take the critique and take the criticism and take the hate that does come with it, but still be able to put yourselves out there in an industry and just adding to it in a positive way. Like, thank you. Like, it really means a lot to me for someone who loves this community so much. And being stuck at home, I'm very mindful of everybody. I've watched all the videos. I don't like to comment. Here's something that I don't do, and I think I might start. I used to comment on other people's videos, but now I don't, because I don't know what it is, but whenever like I comment on someone's videos, I always feel like unless I'm adding something to the conversation, like actually having a comment, I always feel like I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to insert myself and be like, hey, I have a channel too, come check me out. And I know that when people do that, that's not what they're doing. For me personally, like I don't like self-promotion, and whenever I have to self-promote, it makes me feel icky. But I respect people that do it and do it well. I just have never been good at self-promotion whatsoever. And marketing myself. So I just always feel like interjecting myself in someone else's channel is rude. But whenever people come to my channel and say, hey, I love your comment, I kind of like fangirl a little bit. I mean, any reviewer that comes to my channel, thank you so much. But I always feel like I'm out of place if I'm on other people's channels. But I've watched all of you guys. I've watched more of you guys than you think. And I'm actually currently working on a new video where I'm talking about some new fragrance reviewers, because I like doing those videos. I like spotlighting people that I think deserve a spotlight. And even though I don't have a huge channel, if any of you guys haven't heard of these people before, and you know, you can find someone new that maybe you love, I think that would be really cool. So I don't know if there's anything else much to say. There's some personal stuff like regarding my family, but I figure I'll probably talk more about that as I know more of what's happening. My life is going to be changing drastically. I'm not sure when, hopefully I hope it's not longer than a year, but we'll see. I am planning on inserting myself more into the fragrance community. I'm working on my blog. My blog a long time ago was a mix of different things. I've been currently figuring out how I want to rebrand it and actually making it a little bit more professional, a little less what it is now. I haven't actually put anything on it in years. In fact, I think one of the last things I did, which I need to update, is when I did my index of fragrance reviewers, and that seriously drastically needs to be updated. So I want to start doing written blog posts. I want to start doing more Instagram live. I might do some live Facebook live stuff if you guys would like that. I just don't know if you guys would like that. I think if I sat here by myself, I'd probably be very sad, but that's okay too. Nobody has to come and watch that. But I do like doing the live stuff. I did try and do I was trying to be on Carlos's Instagram channel, and for some reason, like with Instagram, when I do Instagram live, my audio, I have two squirrels running in circles over there, it's really cute. My audio has been weird, so we'll see if I can get it working for Facebook. We'll see if I can get it working for Instagram. But yeah, I want to be more engaged with you guys. I'm definitely trying to post more on my Instagram. I think I might try and be more active on my Twitter. I'm just trying to like diversify myself on social media, just because I have more time now, because I am not allowed to really leave my house for more than an hour at a time. So having the time to really focus on stuff that's really important to me, which is my YouTube channel, which is Beauty Meow. And I'm gonna tell you guys, like every day I'm like, why did I pick that name? Everyone has such proper good names, and I'm like, Beauty Meow, even though I do like it. It's kind of, yeah, it's a little silly too, but I'm also a little silly. In any case, I'm gonna stop babbling to you guys. Thank you guys so much for sitting through this. If you sat through this, if you didn't sit through it, that's okay too. I know this was kind of like a rambly video. I know I've been looking at like squirrels and birds and all this stuff, so I'm sorry if I'm not like super focused on looking at the camera. I'm trying to get better with that, but hopefully soon I'll have better production. I'll be more active and engaging, which I'm really looking forward to. And once my health's kind of figured out, I'll also be able to be more present in the videos as well, and actually spending the time and effort to do what I need to do, because it's kind of hard to spend a lot of time and effort on some of these big projects I have for YouTube when I'm just feeling so sick. So hopefully once everything's back to normal, I'll be back Monday to Friday. I'll be able to be more engaging and be a better YouTuber and reviewer for you guys. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.